What's up to all of my Taurians out there, and welcome back to Pulse of the Cosmos. Today we're going to be taking a look at the weekly astrology for the week of August 10th through the 16th of 2020. So let's get into it. But first, to all of my subscribers out there, thank you for being so patient with me. I know it's been a couple weeks since I've posted. I told Aries this. I have Capricorn 4th house, so I've had a lot of shifts and a lot of changes in my home situation. I've been moving a lot these past couple of months, but I'm finally in my own apartment and a place of stability where I can create and get these out to you guys more regularly. So thank you for your patience. I love you. But in any case, back to the meat of what we're all here for, the astrology. A lot going on this week. We've got a lot going on with the sun over there in Leo. It's going to be going through some major yacht aspects with this Capricorn energy and this Pisces energy. And with the sun in Leo, your 4th house, your attention has probably been turned to kind of your home life situation. And the stability, then as it secures, the stability that you seek there, and even your emotional foundations and your psychological foundations. There's been a lot of attention towards ways to kind of build a level of more security for yourself there. But we're going to be encountering some challenges with that. We have this quincunx over to all this Capricorn energy with Jupiter and with Pluto and with Saturn, and this is your 9th house, where there's been a lot of energy since the end of 2017, a lot of energy invested into learning something and attaining some sort of higher wisdom or higher knowledge. This is the house of education. So for some of you guys, this could have been a major educational venture where you've learned some massive, quantity of information and you've turned a career out of it. Or for some of you guys, this might have been a major conscious expansion within yourself where you've gone on this kind of spiritual journey and awakened to a whole new level of awareness within your consciousness. And for some of you guys, this could have been you traveling a lot and getting in touch with other cultures and meeting other people. All of these are kind of things that fall under the umbrella of the 9th house. And with all of this expansive energy, right now where it's outward, there's some focus on the home life and maybe some shifts and some changes that we need to make to disconnect from some of these things where we've been investing all of this energy, and maybe we're not seeing returns. Maybe we're not seeing the kind of gains that we're seeking to receive from kind of maybe this area of our life where we put a lot of our energy learning and applying some of this knowledge. Maybe we're not seeing the kind of returns we're looking for there, and it's time to kind of reevaluate and look at, is this coming from a place of my true divine self? Am I feeling truly connected to this? And we're also looking at, with your 11th house, your friendship groups and your societal groups. And with this sextiling over to this Capricorn energy, we're looking at you are who you hang around kind of aspect. Is the kind of groups that you're hanging around contributing to the kind of conscious expansion that you're kind of on a roll with, kind of experiencing right now? Or is there some level of the groups and the people that you're hanging around kind of stagnating your growth in that way? It's time to kind of look at those things and see what makes sense for you, what makes sense in your friendship groups, what makes sense in your environment. And we do have a dark moon in Cancer coming through your 3rd house at the end of the week. So yeah, there is going to be some attention turned towards looking to your environment and seeing where you can put more stability into that, and maybe what needs to be removed, maybe what needs to be let go of out of your environment to create that stability. It's not even always adding something. Sometimes we need to take something away that's really kind of sucking all of that energy out of us. And we do have Mars in Aries, your 12th house, squaring over to this 9th house energy with Capricorn. So, this is the 12th house of endings. So this could be some major endings of some major phase of your life kind of coming up where we're having to take some assertive action and redirect that energy into growing something else and something more abundant and more aligned for yourself. And there can be some conflict here. With Mars squaring over to all this Capricorn energy, there's a lot of transformative and manifesting energy, but it's about where are we going to direct that. We don't want to come purely out of a place of Mars, purely out of ego. We want to seek to see where it's aligning with our spiritual self, with our higher self, with our soul's mission, coming from our heart space. Especially in Leo season, coming from our heart space here. But in any case, let's pull into the cards for all you guys, my Taurians, and see what's going on there. And just remember, if it doesn't feel connected, if it doesn't feel divine, you have the authority and you have the power to disconnect from that. You know your inner value and you know your inner worth. If there are people in your life or situations in your life that are holding you back or leaving you questioning those things, sometimes we just have to let go of them and let that go out in the wash of 2020, I guess. But in any case, let's see what's going on here with the cards for you guys. Interesting. Okay, yeah. So first card we pulled is the Chariot. So yeah, this is a time to assert your divine will over a situation and take action. The Chariot is all about movement. It's all about progressing forward, and it's a very powerful card, but it's because the Charioteer is backed by his divine will. He's not just acting purely out of a space of ego. He's taking these actions out of a more aligned space and harnessing that divine energy with his soul's mission here on this earth to make those decisions. And the challenge for you guys, my Taurians, came up as the 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, maybe we're feeling like our home life or our career life, you know, Pentacles has to do with money as well. Maybe we're feeling unsatisfied with the security that we're finding in our career life, or unsatisfied with the security that we're finding in our home life. And again, it might be time to reevaluate those things and take some action to make some changes to push you forward into a space where you can grow. We do have coming up next the 6 of Swords. So this is about kind of moving on. We're moving out of these rougher waters and into these safer, more stabilized places. And you know, this, you can see this even kind of looks like a bit of a somber journey because you are kind of coming out of this place of chaos, you know, and as you're, it's like, you know, walking out of a movie theater almost, just kind of feeling dazed even a little bit. But this is about you taking action and taking into consideration your divine authority to make the decisions about what needs to be cut off, what's not making sense in your environment, what's not making sense in your friendship groups, what ways can you build more stability in your home life and the sense of coming from a more spiritual space, and move out of these rougher waters and into these safer spaces. But it's about making those difficult decisions sometimes and those difficult choices about what we need to let go of to get to these safer waters. But you are backed by divine power this week to make those decisions. Don't let any kind of feeling of lack or of unworthiness inhibit your power to take action on these things that are going to drive you into more positive spaces. But in any case, I love you guys, all my Taurians. It looks like you're going to be moving into some safer waters come this week, and I hope you're all doing well out there. I will be back next week.